My career is not more important than my children. That is a statement that I think almost every parent can agree with, or at least I know I agree with. And I've never said that my career is more important than my children. However, comments like this don't cover the full picture, right? When I leave the workforce, if I were to leave the workforce, I would take a career hit and a financial hit that would last for decades, meaning I would no longer have a retirement. I wouldn't have a savings. I wouldn't have a financial future that I do now because I work full time. And so when I'm old and I need care, who will I look to? I'll look to my kids, right? So would it be more beneficial to my children to stay home with them for the first 3 to 5 years, as we say, even though we know it's much longer than that? Because even when a child enters the public school system, the days end at 2 or 3, or there's snow days, or there's half days, or there's summer break and vacations and February vacations. It is not full-time childcare, as people like to make it seem. So you can't just re-enter the workforce in the same way you left it, because full-time work still requires some form of childcare for these kids, right? And so even if I were to re-enter, my earning potential would be much less than it once was. I'm not now able to help pay for my kids' college. I probably can't help pay for their wedding or pay for their home. Not that I can do that even with a full-time job, but without a full-time job for the 5 to 10 years that I was raising them, I definitely can't help them with that. And this is also assuming that men earn this like huge number that most men don't. We know the average income in the US includes men in it, right? And that they're not all making $200,000, $300,000 a year, because that's what it costs to raise a family nowadays. That's like the middle class these days. I'm not saying that that's right. That's still a very privileged position to be in, but that is the reality of the situation. And so saying that, kids are more important than your career. Like, yes, obviously, I think we can all agree with that. Nobody who's saying that it's important to maintain some level of financial security is saying that their career is more important than their kids. They're saying the long-term security that money gives them is important, and it's important to their children because it's how we feed and clothe them as well.